What's going on, everyone? It's time for Thirsty Thursday. I haven't done one for a while. It's starting to warm up. It's starting to warm up, and summer's my favourite month for drinking beers. But I thought got a lot going on. I'm kind of rushing now to get the big boat trailer and everything ready for when the truck comes. A few delays on the truck, but I'll run through that in another video later on. So I've got the jaw bar all back together. But what I thought I'd run through is a bit of a tap and die kind of thing. Now, I'm a bit of a spray connoisseur. I've bought everything over the years. Different spray for a different thing. A different lubing application for something. So we'll go in here and I'll show you what I've done. And I'll show you a lot of other things that I do. But, so the purpose behind this video is, I guess, get creative. Don't throw things out. I keep a lot of bolts and whatever else and things like that. For the simple fact is you never know when you're gonna need it. So I'm rebuilding my drawbar, as you've seen. And what I've found has happened, I've gone to Bunbury, which is, for me, it's 40 minutes each way. Got there, they didn't have what I wanted. Stupid me, didn't look what I had to start with. And I had exactly what I wanted, just not the right length. Now, coming from the shop and that kind of background, I never used to throw anything out, and I had drums of bolts, containers, just had shit everywhere. Since I've come back home, I've definitely refined what I've got. And I tend to be a little bit more liberal in throwing things out. If it's good, I keep it. It's worth keeping. Having yourself a set of shelves like this with everything that you need. Got one for bolts, nuts, washers, packets of stuff that I've bought over the years, and you needed one bolt or whatever. Now that finally the time is coming where I need it. As random as it sounds. But like I said, I don't ever throw anything out. I like to keep it, because for that one day that you just never know when you're going to need it. So, the idea is having... Now, none of my tools are relatively new. They're all kind of ancient. And I'll run you through, like, pays to have a decent tap and die set. Now, this kit here would literally be 10 or 12 plus years old. I've definitely lost some over the years, but I've definitely gained some as well from... Oh, that's where that is. From buying things that weren't in the kit and blah, blah, blah. Same as drill bits. I never throw them out. I always sharpen. The reason that's missing some outside, but I always sharpen and reuse them. Don't just chuck a drill bit out because they're blunt. Go and buy yourself a sharpener. Now, this is my sharpener. I bought it on ShitBay. So it does drill bits, knife sharpener, and I don't actually know what that one is. Oh, for files. Learn how to sharpen stuff. It's a godsend. We've all been renowned for running drill bits till they're dead. But if you don't, it's a hard one. Living in a town where I am, even though Bunbury and Australian's quite close, they don't have usually what you want. The hardware store is limited, but they've got a decent supply, a decent, selection. And And there's a few places in town where you can get various items. But what I've found is I never throw anything out that's decent. And having a decent tap and die set and learning how to use it. The idea is, you know, having a decent tap and die set, you can kind of fix anything. I've got threading tools, you know, bolt extraction, you know, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, my big tip is definitely learn how to use everything. And like I said before, I was a spray connoisseur. I add sprays for everything. I polishes, I add, you name it. I'd basically buy it if it had a good gimmick on the bottle or the can. And I was forever buying shit. I always had a new spray or a new something. Now this is definitely not a, you know, paid promotion. Definitely giving a, you know, a real life experience from it. All those sprays that I've just showed you, you could get away with that, and that. I think that's all you need. Lanatec look after me really well. Glenn, you know, he's become a good mate over the years. But you got to give credit where credit's due, and this stuff is by far, I think, the best on the market. It's definitely not cheap. It's probably on the little bit of a high side of the price market, but you get what you pay for. A little bit of this goes a long way. And I've got cans of it everywhere. In the boat, both boats, in the car. I've even got a can in my blue car. So it pays to have good equipment. Yeah. Definitely go and buy yourself a can of this or the heavy duty and put it in your toolkit. I use the grease, like, it's food grade, anti-seize, assembling lubricant and cutting compound, and it's food grade. Oh. Doesn't taste great, but I'm not going to die from it. Oh, God. It's just tastes like you've just taken a big bite out of sheep's wool. Beck actually sent me a message ages ago going, can I go put a Lanatec on my nipples to soften them for the baby? I'm like, it's food grade. Just it'll taste funny. Doesn't leave the taste in it. Like I said, I was a big fan of cutting compounds but it's actually bad for you. Apparently it's carcinogenic. So the fumes it gives off are not good for you. Lanatec. Doesn't taste great, but it's food grade. So the idea behind the food grade is you could put it on at a bolt in a deep fryer or something, you know. But anyway, now I'm just rambling shit because I've got Lanatec tasting in my mouth. Definitely give it a try. Yeah, it's worth the money. Yeah. I'm just dribbling shit now. But, like I said, all my tools I keep in good order. My drill press is 15 years old. My bench grinder is 15 years old. I don't use it every day in like an industrial kind of fashion. But everything I've got I've had for a long time. And I just look after it. That's the whole idea behind it. Look after it. I spray everything with Lanatec now. The handles, the gear sets. You know, every couple of months I run around and I do all the latches on the gates. Beck hates it because she gets black hands. But it works. Works for me. But anyway, I'm going to finish my beer, thread some more bolts, not eat any more Lanatec because that was probably a dumb idea. But, yeah, I'm out now. I'll see you tomorrow for Frothy Friday. Quick Frothy Friday tomorrow. And, yeah, catch you on the next one.